What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Larian Studios hints at when Baldur's Gate 3 will come to Xbox, new games join Game Pass, and Microsoft is making it easier to DIY fix your controllers. This is your Daily Fix, presented by Pringles. Baldur's Gate 3 is just about to launch on PS5 and PC. An Xbox version is also on the way, but don't expect it before the end of this year. The reason the D&D RPG isn't hitting Xbox the same day as other platforms is because they're having a hard time getting the split-screen co-op working on the Xbox Series S. And Microsoft has a policy that any game that launches on the current Xbox consoles must have feature parity between the Series X and S. On Twitter, or X, I don't know anymore, the director of publishing at developer Larian Studios wrote, "Far from being exclusive, we have no exclusivity deal that prevents us from launching on Xbox. The issue is a technical hurdle. We cannot remove the split screen feature because we are obliged to launch with feature parity and so continue to try and make it work. We have quite a few engineers working very hard to do what no other RPG of this scale has achieved, seamless drop-in, drop-out co-op on Series S. We hope to have an update by the end of the year." So, if an update is coming by the end of the year, I wouldn't expect the Xbox version to arrive until sometime in 2024. As for the PC version, Larian Studios has revealed Baldur's Gate 3 has an install size of 122 gigs and that players can't preload any of it before the August 3rd launch. Also, early access save files will not be compatible with the full version of the game at launch, the reason being that, quote, "so much has changed that it's really worth it to start afresh." The PS5 version will follow on August 6th. So, no Baldur's Gate 3 for Xbox players right now. However, there are a bunch of games being added to Game Pass this month. 5 games are joining the service in the first half of August. First up is A Short Hike on August 3rd. It's a game about taking things at your own pace, choosing your own path, and seeing where it leads you. I imagine it's also a pretty short game. And then Broforce Forever arrives on August 8th. This is the final update for Broforce, the 2D run-and-gun shooter starring just about every action movie icon ever. The excellent Limbo arrives the next day. It's the predecessor to Inside and is a creepy puzzle platformer starring a kid in a very dangerous place. I could also describe Inside. Flying City Builder Airborne Kingdom lands on August 10th, and the single-player space shooter Everspace 2 joins the fun on August 15th. I should also mention that for everyone who purchased a special edition of Starfield, its early access period launches 1 month from today. We are finally on the verge of playing Microsoft's most important exclusive ever. And finally today, if you have a broken Xbox wireless controller or an Elite Series 2 and feel bold enough to repair it yourself, Microsoft has just made buying genuine parts a lot easier. Microsoft now sells replacement parts on its official store, including thumbsticks, buttons, and top case covers. Previously, if you broke a button or your thumbstick suffered from drift, you had to either rely on parts made from third-party retailers or just outright buy a new controller. Prices for replacement parts vary depending on the part itself and which controller you are trying to fix. A top case for the Elite Series 2 controller is $6 more than the standard Xbox wireless controller, for example. There's also an added caveat for the top case, as only black and white are available. But Microsoft's variety of replacement parts is more robust than its competitor, Sony, which only sells first-party replacement thumbsticks for its high-end controller, the DualSense Edge. And that is your Daily Fix for Tuesday, August 1st. Now that you're caught up on the news, watch the teaser trailer for the Alien Xenomorph coming to Dead by Daylight. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your gaming news, stay tuned to IGN.